Yeah, some tard. We've been dragging. We've been going all day today. Wow. The fucking light is fucking bright as fuck.
Oh, I didn't turn it down.
I didn't know how to put it on like Vaseline mode. You know, like the old Hollywood lighting. There you go. That's better. Holy fuck, it's bright.
All right.
There's nobody watching. There's a one person watching.
Somebody watching.
Oh, I gotta get something.
Well, not yet.
That was
Hey,
short,
it's
yeah.
Russ.
What's up, Russ?
Oh, so what have we been doing
Wait till
today?
we get more people. Oh, we've been fucking traveling today across North Carolina. Holy fuck. That's been a fucking chore. Somebody says they want their shark teeth.
We're getting there.
Give us time. We're making our way.
Oh, I'm trying to load up the chat so I can read comments. My phone's not doing anything.
How's people's doing today? We're doing all right, except we're tired. Very tired today.
Oh,
You got your stand?
no.
It's probably over there.
Jim Butter. Hey, hey everybody. This Sunday night, and we're fucking off on the live show again because New Year's Eve wasn't bad enough.
Right?
Yeah, it got weird, didn't it? She got weird.
You're weird.
And anybody who
Call me
missed the New
weird.
Year's live show, you missed Topless Fred. Hey, the camouflage metal detector. Oh, wait a minute, camouflage metal detector. Isn't that crappy one that Garrett makes? Garrett makes a crappy camouflage metal detector now.
I'm trying to get that spot off the camera. It's bothering me.
Camouflage metal detector. What kind of metal detector are you?
Yeah, what kind of metal detector are you?
That's what this says. He says he's the camouflage metal detector. So what kind are you? Probably a T2.
Proly T2.
Oh.
Lights MX Sport.
That's heavy, I think.
Whew. How's your shoulder?
Right?
How's your shoulder doing? Your arm?
So anyways, we are headed, we're still headed east apparently.
Apparently.
So we've been wandering across North Carolina here the last few days, looking for gold and finding a few here and there. We did find three silvers today.
Oh, yeah.
3 silvers today.
2 parking lot silvers.
2 parking lot silvers and a Coinstar dime.
Woohoo, yeah. We thought the one silver was going to be a gold, but it was.
So, what did you guys think about the blacklight video? Did you post videos? No. There's a gold secret we have that unfortunately we can't share. It's better with the smaller. Oh yeah. But anyone watch the blacklight video in the flea market? How weird was that? I mean, I figured like I wouldn't find anything because it's it's full daylight, and fluorescence doesn't really work so well in daylight.
Right.
Anyway, do you want a video explaining why uranium glass glows?
Sure, I'm pretty sure a lot of people will be interested in that.
It's like sciencey and shit.
Sciencey.
And it's,
oh, you can't be sciencey.
Right? There might be some math involved.
Oh,
as all of a sudden everybody logs out.
I'm out.
Yeah, I want to do a lot more.
Explain. Explain, Jimothy.
How can I explain very quickly? Well,
how does it go?
This is a uranium atom. He has all his little buddies buzzing around him, all the electrons. And as the light comes in, it comes in at different frequencies. And some of those frequencies just get absorbed. And some of those light frequencies just bounce off. That gives it its color. But a few of those frequencies energize these electron buddies, and it ejects an electron as a photon. It becomes a light source. It emits its own light.
Uh-huh.
When you hit it with the right frequency of light, it emits a little bit of light. The problem is the reflection of all the other light around it is usually too powerful and you can't see it. That's why it's best to do fluorescence studies at night, because then there's not all that other light reflecting off your little atom and all those little fringe flying around. And then you can see that light.
What's wrong with his friends? He don't like them.
They get in the way.
They're in the way.
You might have something there, be on there for something for space travel. We do have laser sails. Have you ever seen these? So what it is you take a very powerful laser and you point it straight up and you put a cup, like a metal cup, above it. You fire lasers at it and it moves the cup. And you can get these things really quite high in the air until you miss with the laser and the thing falls down.
Oh, fail.
Yeah, it's not been a successful technology yet for a number of reasons. But yeah, that's basically, it has to do with the chemistry of the molecules. In fact, there are very few atoms or molecules that do fluoresce, that show a significant emission of light when you hit them with these frequencies. Like the ultraviolet frequencies are very good at charging up the atom and making it spit off its own bit of light. And
Makes it spit.
it makes it interesting because when you find it, there's only a very few things. Calcite, fluorite are the two main ones. I think ruby. I think rubies fluoresce.
Ooh,
I think.
Nice.
Well, I know diamonds fluoresce. There are a couple of others, and I can't think of them off the top of my head. But there's a very short list of materials that do this.
What is that blue stone? Was that maybe possibly a sapphire stones that fluoresce?
What's blue stone?
The one on the group there.
Radium. Radium is a great example. Radium does something beyond fluorescence. It goes into phosphorescence. Once you charge up that atom with all that UV energy, and you know, daylight has UV light in it. So it doesn't necessarily have to be a UV light. Once you charge up that atom with energy, it continues to emit light all by itself, even after you turn off the main light source. And it will glow in the dark paint, basically. It continues to glow, emit light all by itself for a short period. Right? So, fluorescence, phosphorescence. If you set something on fire, it's just fire.
Fireflies.
Yeah, just don't lick it.
Fireflies.
Well, I've often wanted to do radioactive hunts. But the problem is getting a device that is sensitive enough and compact enough to use in the field. And I don't necessarily mean in the woods, but in the thrift store. A lot of the Russian ceramics are radioactive because, well, most of Russia is radioactive.
Chernobyl.
Especially like the Russian orange ceramics, the orange, what am I trying to say? The orange paint. Check for an app. Yeah, check for an app on your phone. No, my phone's not really, phone is not a good detector of radiation. Kitty litter is also radioactive. Well, so are my dog's turds.
He's radioactive.
But I would think it would be awesome, especially if it was, if the machine was like a bright, you know, scary yellow with nuclear symbols all over it, walking through the thrift store with this, you know, scary piece of equipment, and, you know, have a gas mask on with the big. I think it'd be fucking hilarious.
Like Walter White had. They had when he's making the
they're always stopping trucks at the border. Yeah. But that's a much bigger machine with a much bigger range of error. Will this give you superpowers or cancer?
Both.
One thing it won't give you is a good YouTube channel.
It'll give you superpowers to heal your own cancer. What?
Well, the truck sensors are very highly sensitive, but they're also
Terry?
highly prone to errors. Hi, Terry. But I would like one that I could take into, say, a dump from the 1940s. Back in the 1940s, we didn't know that much about radiation. It wasn't a big deal. We would put uranium in our glass because that's a good idea.
They wanted that certain color is what it was.
But I have one cup that looks melted. It's one of those dessert cups. I have 6 dessert cups altogether. One of them is actually slightly warped, slightly melted. And what I'm thinking is it's just the decay of the glass from being bombarded by a small amount of radiation all these years. The glass is actually starting to like deform because of the decay of the uranium.
They also probably thought it was healthy to eat stuff out of radioactive shit.
Yeah.
Pretty sure that was some kind of health kick back whenever it was made.
But I like the idea of treasures in plain sight. Because as you saw, if you watched the video, there was that one little jar that had a uranium glass top.
Somebody said they've been watching this for years. Weird guy in the park. Or it wasn't cooled properly. Possibly.
Where the hell have you been, WPG? It has been a long time.
I remember you talking about that one time when we found something really weird that was stuck in a tree. Remember that?
What?
Back in South Dakota? Something growing into a tree that you was talking about. Yeah, the weird guy in the park found stuff like that or something like that.
Oh no, Weird Park Guy was going to be my vice president. Yeah, that was a long time ago. Dude,
right.
Like, what the hell? You have to hit the PayPal links now.
We got linkies below.
Too much vitamin B2. She's been getting too much vitamin D.
I haven't been getting enough vitamin D.
Yeah, so Weird Park Guys, like on the left coast. What the hell's been going on out there? I would dread to be out where you are right now.
Let me get that stand over there so we can see the comments. I don't even know where it is. We're blind now. We're old and blind.
Show pictures of the glass. Well, I will. I want to do a more comprehensive video. Now I've skipped tracks to the wrong video. No, I want to do a more comprehensive video on why things fluoresce and the history of uranium glass and why did we use uranium?
Ice and snow. He says there's ice and snow in there.
Yeah, but what about what about the COVID bullshit out there?
It's really bad out
there. WPG lives in one of these places where it's illegal to pump your own gas.
Like New Jersey? Isn't New Jersey that way too?
No.
Oh, yeah. Where was that? Well, Washington State. Washington State there. I thought it was New Jersey,
yeah, it's a big deal. A lot of people took black light to their grandma's drinking glasses. Yeah, I know my grandma drank a lot.
Drinking glasses. Mustard glass. You know where that's from.
But like I said, there were some very unexpected results where, there was a small bottle with a glass top, but the glass top glowed. The regular thing didn't. Why? Some of those beads, like the leaded glass beads, some glowed, some didn't. Why? I don't know. Are you self-taught on rockin' gems? Yes and no.
He went to cottage for it.
I did go to college for geology, but most of what I did was just years and years of rock hounding. Yeah. Well, Weird Park Guy's a recluse, so he's fine. He's like, what disease? But I also found there were some pinks that glue pretty bright. So pink glass. And I don't think magnesium is fluorescent. So what was it?
I don't know. Maybe magnesium may be fluorescent. Because there was like a purple rabbit that actually glowed on light. one of the uranium glass things. They shined the UV light. No, it was a blue rabbit. Sorry, a blue rabbit, and he glue green, bright green.
Yeah, the bright green is the uranium.
But he was blue, not green.
Yeah.
Under nanolight. Yes.
So the thing is, there's two different ways to get that lime green, because we have seen lime green glass that looks very close to uranium glass.
And when you put the light on it, nothing happens.
It pales out. It actually goes almost transparent. You can't really see the green anymore. Right. When you hit uranium glass, and the camera just can't capture it. When you hit a piece of uranium glass, I mean, it is just this green ball of light in your hand. It is incredible how bright this stuff is. Made a lot during the Great Depression because it was given out for free. That's an interesting point. I mean, but the thing is, uranium is not a common metal. It's not a cheap metal. Why were we handing it out? You know, this is, of course, a time where radiation isn't really a thing. We don't know about it, so it doesn't exist. Coke, green bottles, or what's in the blue glass. So, from what I understand about glass, pure glass is aqua. The Hutch bottles, those blob top bottles from the 1860s.
Most common color.
That is not, it's not the common color. That is the color of glass.
Well, you know, they didn't colorize it.
That is the pure
raw
color.
form.
That is the pure glass.
The most common.
However, aqua wasn't seen as being pure. In fact, you had to add soda or magnesium to get rid of that aqua and make it actually clear. That was seen as being pure, but they already had pure glass. So in order to make it look pure, they had to make it impure. One of the great ironies of the universe.
Right? I didn't know that. That's pretty good.
So to get blue, you had cobalt. To get red, you had silver.
Green.
To get green, I don't exactly know.
To get purple, but they didn't know it, put magnesium in there and let it sit in the sun for, I mean, you know what I mean. The sun purpled soda pops, bottles and stuff.
Right. Well, that's magnesium.
Right.
So there's a lot to try to sort out in this stuff of why.
Magnesium is the fake stuff.
Right. That's impure glass. That is not pure glass, but it looks transparently perfectly clear. The other end of the black light that's interesting is it's really good at showing up organics. Like the one question was, why do scorpions light up? Chitin. I want to say that their shells are probably chemically structured similar to aragonite, like seashells. Calcium carbonate is a big one.
Yeah,
calcite.
Mm-hmm. There's that UV light we got is like 100 LEDs, so you shine that way out there in the desert and see scorpions from quite a ways off.
So a lot of organics do because the calcium in them, and some of the organic chains, like some of the not oils, but I'm thinking carbon rings and shit. Those light up. Don't know why. Just the way it is. So I have a lot of hunts planned for this, including a 1-gallon jar full of marbles.
Which ones glow?
Who wants to see that video? I have a 1-gallon jar full of marbles. And those are marbles that she and I have found out metal detecting over the years in creeks and construction, just digs. 1-gallon jar full of marbles. What do you think that's worth?
I don't know.
A 1-gallon, I mean, this thing is massive.
It's like a pickle, big.
It is a big
1-gallon pickle jar full of marbles.
I see little jars like
pea shooters.
Little pint-sized mason jars in the flea market for like $40. What do you think a 1-gallon jar is?
There's clay in there too. Clay marbles.
There's clay marbles in there.
There's shooters, the really big ones.
Hey, well.
Q what? QXI. Hey, what's up?
All your marbles are in there, though. Have you tried a Geiger counter near the glass? I don't have a Geiger counter. This is what I'm
Used to
saying.
have
I would
one,
like
didn't
to
you?
find one. That wasn't really for prospecting, though. The Geiger counter I did have was civil defense. Basically, you would stick the thing outside, and it would tell you if you were going to die or not. It wasn't real precise in terms of, you know, things that were faintly radioactive. I mean, some of my farts are definitely radioactive.
I can testify to that shit.
And doggies farts, oh my God.
Oh, cheese farts.
So yeah, that's coming up. And I also want to do a video because one of the interesting organics that glows is amber.
Glows purple, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So I want to do a video series on this. And by the way, we're not that far from the ocean.
Yeah. North Carolina ocean, not South Carolina yet.
I wonder what we would see with a black light on the beach.
I don't know, but
We're talking about like little crabs. Will little crabs glow?
Maybe. Who knows? That would be interesting to see. Police vest.
I'm still confused between the difference between Vaseline glass and uranium glass. Me too.
I thought it was the same thing, no?
Apparently not, because I found a whole stack of yellow. And the light is so powerful. There's a stack of 6 yellow plates. The light is so powerful, I could see a green ring all the way down the bottom of it. And I unstacked all the plates, and the bottom 2 were uranium.
Ha!
Bottom 2 were uranium yellow. But the other 2, the other 4, there was 2 sets of 2, and then the 2 uranium. Those would have been called Vaseline glass, I think, but they didn't glow. They weren't uranium. Right, scorpions, like I said, I think that's chitin and or aragonite. It's organic forms of calcite. So yeah, there's a lot of fun hunts coming up. I finally have a light powerful enough to simply walk around and scan a whole shelf. I've had lights before, but they're like little pen lights, right? And you're like, no, you can't do that. Too much stuff to cover. Especially if you're out in the desert. And yes, we're heading back out to the desert someday. I've been trying to get a hold of Rosie, and I haven't heard back from her. I've been trying to get a hold of Third Phase. They're supposed to be coming to America.
They're in America. They're coming to the mainland. They're in Hawaii. Funny.
But hopefully this week we will actually make it to the beach. What do you think?
I'll probably make it there by tomorrow.
It's 142 miles.
What's that to us?
So yeah, there will be metal detecting on the beach here in the next few days. I'm very, very, very fucking excited about that. I have missed being on the beach badly.
Epiphany on the beach, or my personal favorite. Weird guy loses his shorts. What's the rest of it? Weird guy loses his shorts to the ocean.
Something like that.
That's one of my favorites. We get to see some ass.
I'm trying to think of the last time I was on the beach. I had to have been
South Carolina.
I had to have been before Amazon. Because I went to Amazon, and then we were in Kentucky for like a year.
Yeah, we were in Kentucky because we got stuck there for a year because of the breakdown.
And then from there, went to Columbus, and then South Dakota. So it's been a couple of years since I've been on the beach. I'm missing it hard. Do some hurricane chasing after the storm. You know what? I'm going to pass on that. I'll wait till the hurricane goes on by, like, oh, see ya. Then I'm going to go out.
I think that's what he's talking about.
This is hurricane chasing. I'm not chasing no fucking hurricane.
No, he means go out there after the hurricane goes by so we can find the
Trevor's
cuts.
Crazy New Life.
Find the cuts in the beach.
Well, I know, Sid. Nobody has a fucking sense of humor anymore. 2020 has killed fun.
Layman's terms.
So, Trevor, what are you doing for 2021? My New Year's resolution for 2021 is to get more blowjobs.
And mine is to get anal.
Hey,
Mine is to get blowjobs too.
if you're going to go for it, aim high.
I can't show that yet.
I know. You're dying to show this.
I want to wait till the people that were. I don't know where my stand is. Sorry.
I don't know if I'm still here or not. Anyways, Great Lakes, great in the spring. Ice moves off of the shore too. Idaho. There's like 9 people in Idaho.
Taking my son to Idaho tomorrow for college.
Well, wait a minute, college is in session? I thought everybody was doing, we're too afraid to be out.
I don't think you do that in college.
Yeah, the college is shut down too, hon.
They're paid institutions. They better be getting refunds then if they do that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, no, they had to all do it study from home. So where are we today? Does anyone know what city we're in? Rexburg. That sounds like a frat in a little town.
Sounds like what?
That sounds like a frat in a little town.
Rexburg.
Where you probably have to rope something, just to prove it, on your college app. So we're headed to the beach. We have the black light, which is phenomenal. And I want to do some experiments to figure out what frequency is that black light. I don't know how to tell that.
Rexburg.
I think the virus has run its course, just like the flu. So naive. It's cute. It's not about the virus. We all know that. It is about power and control. They are not giving that up. We have signs on the doors here that say you have to wear a mask by the governor's order. Hang on. By the governor's order. Since when does the governor have the power to pass laws? Can anybody answer that for me?
High Tones Drifter Kent.
Hey, well, I've seen this guy. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've seen that name in here. Welcome back, buddy. We're still doing the same shit. Drinking and farting and pissing everybody off. But I want to know, what do you call a leader who leads by just dictates? It is my order.
Dictator.
This is my order. You must follow it. What kind of leader is that again?
A dick leader.
It's a dictatorship, yes.
It's a dick leader. A criminal, right?
But there's signs all over here that say it. And everyone goes, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm having...
Said your dad.
really having trouble wrapping my mind around by order of the governor.
In state of emergencies, in SC, government can make laws.
Yeah, that's called martial law. Is that where we are?
But we don't agree with it. We don't either, Evan.
But is that where we are? Because
I think the
if we're in
states
martial
have their
law,
own.
it's time to go Hunger Games.
What's your oldest coin, Hud?
Huh?
What's the oldest coin you've dug?
Who said that?
Let's back up that way.
Yeah.
See? What weird guy in the park right there. What's the oldest coin you've dug?
What weird part guy? Well, the oldest coin he's dug is probably like a Wheatie.
Well, he's out on the west
He's
coast.
out on the west coast.
We got 1700s coins here.
The oldest coin I've dug was the, what are we talking? U.S. coin, foreign coins? Because I've dug Chinese cash tokens that
too.
were from the 1600s,
I forgot about those.
but they were dropped later in the 1700s. So it's not like the coin had been sitting there since the 1600s. Chinese cash coins float around for centuries.
I once threw a pack of green in a hotel swimming pool.
Well, the 1817 large cent, that is a nice one.
Especially for West.
That's one of the big girls.
You like those big girls,
yeah.
don't ya?
In 1817, Miss Liberty was a bit of a chub.
that means she got fed well, and she's.
And it's like those first few editions of the large cent, Miss Liberty was actually kind of pretty looking. I mean, not on dug coins, but on the uncirculated ones. But that last one where they reduced the size slightly and they shrunk the head, she looked like she'd been on meth for a couple of years.
Put the UV light on the marbles. That'll probably be next live show.
We are going to do that. We are going to do a black light on the marbles. The 1826 halfpenny is nice.
Matron head.
I've dug very few halfpennies. I did dig a quarter of a halfpenny.
A quarter of a halfpenny.
A quarter of a halfpenny.
Well, did they cut it, or did it get?
It had been cut.
Cut up. Oh, okay.
It had been cut into quarters.
Cut up by the plow.
So I'm guessing a quarter of a halfpenny is a farthing. I mean, doesn't that obviously? My oldest is actually of a coin in English is a 1722 Rosa Americana. Interesting coin.
My oldest was what, 1751 British penny?
Yeah, well, no, I think she was 1740s, but it was 1740s, 1750s. She got a George too. And let's see.
My oldest American coin was probably 1830s or 40s.
Yeah. But some of the sites I dig in South Carolina, there was no America. So it's not like it was some random foreign coin that got dropped.
That's dropped by a colonist from 17.
Yeah, that was dropped by a colonist.
Yes, a colonist.
My oldest American is I've dug two 1798 large cents.
That's in Ohio, isn't it?
No, South Carolina.
Oh. Did you dig some in Ohio too?
77 restamped to 78. Did red metal detect before you met her?
Yep. Way before.
2020
I've been metal detecting since I was like 22 or 23, so.
Yeah, so just a couple years before she met me. 2020 was tough on silver for me, but I spent a lot of time in the woods digging shells and lead. Yeah, that's...
Shotgun shells are a bitch.
I spent a lot of time doing that myself. One of the things I like to do is hunt the white spaces in between. Because those old maps, the 1700s, 1800s maps, they didn't have aerial photos. They had a guy on a horseback with a chain. Things got missed. So anything on a map I can find, someone else has already been there, or at least seen it. So I hunt the white spaces in between where there might be something.
Says he's going to wear a funnel mask and volunteer
I
to
think
be a...
UV light is about 430 nanometers. UV light's more complicated than that. It's not a one thing. I'll have to look into these lights. I believe, what did the thing say? 395, 295?
Something like that. I don't remember. 265.
So there's UV, A, B, and C. And I'm going to get this wrong, but what we use as the black lights is the mellow one. Trust me on this. It's very useful for, like LSD posters and shit, right? Black light posters. It makes things glow very pretty. I want to say it's UVC, or is it UVA? One of the two.
It's easy to get mixed up with this stuff.
Is really extraordinarily bad for you. Like, if you look at the light, you'll be like...
Instantly blinded for the rest of your life.
You'll be like, dude, are you sure the light's on? I don't see anything. And then if you look at it for a few minutes, you won't ever see anything again. But you can't see it at all. When the light's on, you can't see it, and it will burn your eyes out.
Kind of like one of those laser pointers. Shoot it at the retina.
Yeah, if you stared at a laser pointer for a week, that might do some damage. Yeah, there's a lot to UV lights, and in fact, there are some minerals that will glow different colors under different wavelengths of UV.
Interesting.
So you can actually take, I've seen some beautiful displays where there will be different switches for A, B, and C of these different frequency bands. As you switch them between the bands, the colors will switch in these displays.
You want to go back to college and get your degree?
Be a drunk?
No, like a science teacher slash math teacher.
Oh my God! Could you see me being a teacher?
Yes.
All right, you little motherfuckers, get your fucking pencils out.
That's what the fuck the schools need. You need this.
Well, no, it's okay. It's 21st century. Should be like, all right, you little piss ants, get out your phones, go to my PayPal, hit my links, and send me some fucking money.
Is that what you tell your students?
That's what I tell my students. Oh, you sent me $20? That's a D minus.
What's a A plus? A couple hundred. Couple hundred. You're funny.
Yeah, I would not make a good teacher. I'm not really patient.
You don't have to tell me that. I know. I suffer from it.
Oh yeah, you suffer. I've never seen a Budweiser drink box.
A Budweiser drink box?
What the hell?
Oh, yeah.
What?
Drink box. Like a little square box you put the straw in and take to school.
Tell you what I have seen,
Juice
though.
box?
In
we need beer box.
that little town of Waldoboro, South Carolina, I used to live. A little store right near my house. So there were these row of coolers. So there was like, Pepsi, the Coke, 7-Up, the juice, and like blended right into the juice. It's Four Loko.
Yeah.
So and it just grated. So there would be like beer and juice and
beer juice.
God, those little
bootlegger,
and it would just be mixed. So the kids were sitting there going, "Huh? Well, that looks interesting. I don't think I'm. Can I have that?" Because they didn't know. A Budweiser drink box for school teachers.
Yep.
I don't know. I would not make a good teacher. But I do have a question for you. I have a question for everybody. Leave me comments below. If you saw the UV light video, in that there is a box that has 18 16 millimeter films that apparently are football games from the 1950s. How awesome would that be? With me, Bob Euchre, and Red is the color man.
Color man.
Being the sports announcers for these 1950s football games.
How about craft beers?
Craft beer tastes like shit.
IPAs.
It does. I've tried a few. They taste like shit. I know it's an acquired taste.
It's trendy.
Yeah, it's trendy. It's an acquired taste. So,
coffee shots.
In order to get this box is $125 for 18 films. So, less than $10 a film.
We still got to get a projector to play our other films.
More hops in them.
Lots more buddy in them.
So I think I should run a telethon so I can raise to 165 because the tapes or the films were 125. There was a 16 millimeter projector, which I have been dying to get my hands on, which was $40.
Wouldn't it be great if they had a projector that would run 8 millimeter and 16 millimeter?
I believe they exist.
That'd be awesome if we could get a hold of one of those.
It's been very difficult to find a projector that works.
The projector we find is broke. Something's wrong with it.
I have 28 8mm films and three 16mm. And those 1950s films, those would be goddamn hilarious. And Jones is under center. He's a good-looking kid since he got out of prison there for the felony.
They wouldn't say nothing like that in the 50s.
That's why it would be funny. Probably depends if college or NFL. Sports guys are nuts. These are college. I think they were college films from the 1950s. Sports guys are nuts. These films would be massively popular. And I may even have to start another channel just to put these films on because they would be so massively popular. And we'd have to make sure we didn't swear.
I remember your sluice box video.
Not one of my better inventions.
What does it say? I didn't get these out of what?
Now, I have been looking for stag films. That is very rare. You're not going to find those on the open market. Those are going to be in creepy Uncle Joe's basement.
Or on Hunter Biden's laptop.
Or on Hunter Biden's laptop, yeah. I would love to find some stag films and through creative editing make them pass YouTube rules. Porn from the past, yeah, that would be interesting. What would be even more interesting? Homemade porn from the past. Because like 10 seconds after the camera was invented, there's some guy going, "Hey, baby, just bear with me. What would it look like if you took your top off?" I'm right. And in fact, it's porn that made the internet.
Yep.
The internet, especially in the early days, the internet was like 76% porn. I think now it's only down to like 60%. 60% of the internet.
Only 60% now.
60% of the
That's
internet
only 60%.
is porn. And that's real. That's a real number. 60% of the internet is just porn.
It's just like regular porn or the good fucking porn.
Right. Old VCR tapes are degrading big time. Yes. And in fact, if I can find any homemade media on the high 8 tapes, VHS tapes, I'm collecting all of that. I have not found any homemade high 8s or VHS.
I think their stores throw shit like that out. They don't put
They
that.
do.
They just pitch it.
And I'm also looking for boxes full of slides. I have seen those in the past. I haven't seen any in a while. Yeah, painters, postcards, silent movies. But literally 10 seconds after the camera was invented, there's some guy going, "Hey, baby, here's $5. Strip." That's probably what made cameras. That's why people wanted them. But that, Ma and Pa Kettle are out there going, "Hey, we got this new, this brand new fancy 8mm
They
camera,
got this
Ma.
brownie camera.
Yeah, we got this brownie camera, Ma. What do you say we put it up and see what it looks like?" That's out there. I have acquired, at least as a loaner, one of the rarest of all. I borrowed it off of somebody because we won't need to do some research on it to find out if it's actually anything.
Wait.
Undeveloped 16mm film camera or film canister.
Oh, yeah.
So we need to do some research to find out if there's anything on it. There should be an indicator somewhere to tell you if it's been used or not. If it has been used, what's on it? Undeveloped 16mm. That could be fucking anything. If it's still possible to process. That damn thing could be 50 or 60 years old. It is, but yeah, if you don't process it for that long, is it still possible to process?
No idea. It's probably fucked up, but exposed to light and everything else.
But I tell you one that does sell really well is the instant cameras, or not the instant, but the single-use cameras that have never been developed. I find these every once in a while. They actually sell really well on eBay because there's a huge market for this shit of an undeveloped roll of film that you have no idea what's on. I don't know if the football would be interesting enough to get all those rolls for that price. I can't see. Right. Well, I'm not a big sports guy myself, but I know the interest in football is absolutely massive. I have a feeling these films could just be fucking hilarious. And beyond that, of course, there is a huge demand for sports. So
Jim is drinking old mill water.
it's not even that.
Old mill water? I thought it was old mill stream.
Yeah, it ain't even that good. Right, so it's 18 cans for 125, less than $10 a can, which is not a bad price. But they want to sell it all as one big bunch. It would be great if I could be like, hey, just give me 5 of those. But there's not like a flea market like that. It's an indoor flea market, so you have to take everything to the front. Everything runs through a central register. There's no guy there to go, hey, can I just buy like 5 of those?
Actually, they can. I've done that before. You take it up front, and they have the number of which seller it is, and
Yeah.
they can call them and ask them to get a discount. You can try that. I've done that before.
Maybe if they mislabeled them. Well, were there cheerleaders? That could be fun.
Y'all take 2, please.
Right. I think from a channel perspective, doing old movies, the 1950s football games would definitely be a winner.
We need to get a decent 8mm projector so we can watch the rest of the 8mm we found.
We have 28 8mm cans.
We got 2. No, we.
Hey, look, it's OJ.
What?
That guy back in the corner stabbing the cheerleader. It's OJ.
Hey, $1 billion film there.
But my personal interest is in the 1949 in color, the 1966 Christmas party. Those are awesome.
If we get our projector fixed.
Yeah.
The 8mm projector.
But one of the films I saw at the flea market was 1944 Popeye cartoon. Not interested. Yeah, okay, it's a 70-year-old film that you're going to have a hard time finding these days because of censorship and editing, but it does exist. Somebody else, it's mass-produced. Like on old search bankrolls.
Right.
Exactly. And you don't know what else is on these films. Are they taken from the stands watching a football game? Or are they scouting? Like where, you've always seen them in the movies, the football coach has the film clips of the other team. Are they scouting videos? Well, films. So it might be spliced together with this, that, and all kinds of weird stuff. You don't know.
Maybe you get the videos for $1 to 25 each.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. This place is way overpriced. And even like what I said in the video about the finding the uranium glass.
It's the same place with the uranium glass.
Didn't you hit 10K a few years ago? No, never did. I got up to 9.8, and that was the ceiling.
And then he's plummeted ever since.
Every single video I put up since I hit 9.8, I lose a few subscribers every single video.
And we're also not monetized because we've been banned from monetization.
So
Yay.
What's going to happen?
No super chat either.
This channel is going to have to go away. Plain and simple. It's not about the fact I want ads. I don't want ads. But if you're not monetized, you don't get promoted.
You do not get shown in the recommendations.
So no matter what I do to this channel, I can get rid of the swearing and the alcoholism and the public urination. And it makes no fucking difference.
But that makes the channel what it is.
That's what makes it what it is.
Right, everybody? Can't get rid of that.
Yeah, I have, in the past couple of months, very slowly been chipping away, building numbers back up at a snail space. So what do? I have to move to another channel, one that's not connected to me, where I just post my videos, but the actual mechanics and the financials behind the channel are not me. That's the only way. She has some channels, one called Following Red, which would be awesome. It's a fantastic channel name. But I don't know. It's kind of weird for me to posting on a channel Following Red. Sounds kind of desperate. Sounds like somebody else I know.
Who? What? I get posted under Adventures with Jim. What's right? So I must be.
Anyone
desperate.
who's met you knows that you're an adventure. We can do a collaboration and a portion of Jen's 60 subscribers. Jen, and that's the other thing.
60 subscribers is decent.
That's the other thing. Trying to bootstrap up from nothing now is it even possible?
Are you talking about Following Red? Channel was good. Loved the bottle digging and fossil hunting and metal detecting finds.
It's not about my channel. My videos usually aren't very good, but beyond that, I can't get seen. I can't get promoted. I'm at the bottom of the search results constantly.
Justin, are you talking about Adventures with Jim or Following Red?
I mean,
just curious.
There was a time when you would type in metal detecting, and I would have 3 of the top 5 videos.
Well, probably that gold coin one. But the Following Red started as Happy Insanity. That's exactly. I said I could change it back to Happy Insanity, but he's like, I like that name too much. Following Red, it's your channel.
It's a good name.
But I can change it back.
I know.
The old ones were good. Adventures with Jim. Okay.
Well, the old ones were good.
Bottle digging and stuff. I really miss bottle digging. It's been a long time since we had a decent place to dig bottles. It's winter time.
When do we ever have time?
Well, I was going to go to Hall River and check them out, but we didn't. We kind of had a different plan.
We didn't have time.
We did have time. I'm just like, let's do this other thing.
Yeah, the only way you show up is start clickbaiting.
Yeah, who the hell wants to do that? One weird trick.
Yeah, one weird trick.
Get a free PlayStation, blah, blah, blah.
Okay, so I might have did 1 or 2 clickbaity videos here and there. That was one of my most hated videos ever, by the way.
I know.
The Xbox video I did.
Lita and James send their love. Watched you in 2009. Nice. Drunk Farm was good. The computer scrapping was good.
Yeah, the computer scrapping was interesting. Hey, you got Relics, Rhode Island. So anyways, since I'm skipping tracks, we were talking about our weirdest finds ever.
We were.
So my weirdest find, this is from New Year's.
Oh,
my weirdest find ever was a Bakelite douche from about 1930.
How did you? I forgot. How did you find that again?
No, it was just trash dump.
Yeah, okay, trash dump
on the riverbank.
Oh, I know now.
So what would happen is along the rocky bank, gold chains, jewelry, silver coins would accumulate. So you couldn't metal detect. There was too much iron. But you would just walk along these rocky banks and you'd find coins and jewelry.
Nice.
And this piece come out, it looked like a pipe stem. But it was in Bakelite. And then I went back out a day later and found a piece that fit perfectly. Only it had that little nub on the end with all the holes.
Yeah.
Then I realized.
You know what that is.
It was a fucking douche.
Could have been an enema too.
Could have been an enema too. Get rid of an AT Pro.
She can use it in the water while Jim searches.
Red has a problem in the water because it gets too deep. The tits float and she can't stay on the bottom. Journey the Railfner. I don't even know what that means.
Anyway, the
welcome to the
Bakelite
show.
douche.
So that was my find, the Bakelite douche.
But didn't they like put cement over that site? Put cement.
Yeah.
Well, you can't search there
Right,
no more.
so
It's
they
disappointing.
eventually covered the whole thing with cement. It's a whole big deal. Rail fanner.
Does anybody want to know my
Rail fanner. Welcome to the show. I haven't seen your name on here before, so didn't mean to upset you. What was your find? What was
my weirdest find was actually in
She found this. She didn't make it herself, honest.
Really? Okay. My find was when I was searching for bottles about 10 years ago around an old barn. Abandoned barn and place that had been abandoned for 40 plus years. And I found this while searching for bottles.
And it is exactly what you think it is.
I found this wooden willy. Seriously. In a barn. Right? It split because of... It has dried. It was under there for years and it dried out and split, but I've had this for 10 years. I was like, fuck, hell yeah. Yeah, baby.
So think about this. Think about
Wooden
this.
Willie.
It's 1930. It's 1940.
Exactly when that was made.
Paul.
Or older.
Yeah. Would you whittle me a wooden wiener?
Paul, would you whittle me a wiener? I don't think Paul whittled that wiener for his wife. Paul whittled that wiener for himself.
Maybe he whittled it for himself.
Look at this thing. It's got the head whittled. It's a really good likeness of a dick. Made of wood. Hey, George Washington's dick. Matches teeth. Nothing but the best content here, folks.
Yeah, the weird shit you find along the way. I do remember one Big Run Woods in Columbus. There's a police substation. And behind that, yeah, there was a little love nest going on there with some nasty butt plugs and
Ew.
tranny porn.
Bet you could
sell that on eBay.
Oh yeah, there's probably some on there.
It needs some chapstick. I'm thinking you need a little more than that.
That thing's so it's probably 30s or 40s, that old. I mean, that thing is probably 70 to 80 years old, seriously. Because it was under there with bottles from the 1920s.
Born of Fire. What the fuck does that mean? What does that mean?
It says, it's like Hell Hitler and then something else.
Hell Hitler.
No.
Girls.
It's like,
wait a minute, is that girls? So that's Hell Hitler girls.
I think that's, I don't know.
I'm an old guy. I don't emoji. I get confused on emojis.
He does an emoji. You're an emoji.
Need some linseed oil? Yeah.
Maybe. I could definitely get a strap on and put that in there. That'd be awesome. You wouldn't get no splinters. It'd be fine.
Yeah, I wouldn't get no splinters because it ain't going in me.
Put a little linseed oil on that.
Born of Fire. What are you up to? We're just hanging out, having fun. We're showing off some of our strange finds over the years.
80-year-old carved wooden penis I found while digging bottles.
Well, you know I got banned off of TreasureNet for posting a Heads and Tails token.
I wonder if I would have got banned, but I probably would have got banned too.
Right.
It's not exactly a metal.
For those who maybe don't know, the Heads and Tails tokens have a topless woman on the front and shows her ass on the back. Heads I win, tails you lose.
Yeah, I know. I used to have a couple of them.
They called it porn.
You need to put a little black bar over stuff.
Right. Yeah. No, they actually did. Some people who posted those had put black bars over the nipples on the coin.
Over the nips.
Can we get a demonstration of the new find? No!
Oh, it's not a new find. I've had that for 10 or 15 years. That's when I found it.
Why do you think it's all cracked?
Because it...
Can we see the coin?
Actually, it wasn't cracked when I first found it. It was like... It had been under the barn for years and years. It was really wet under there. When it dried out, it cracked like that. And it used to be like cracked like that.
Justin says his word is fine. It's a token with a swastika on it. Reese Burnett, that piece of wood was naturally sculpted by random abrasion over thousands of years.
Oh.
Of course it was. No way that, Grandpa Billy Bob had a dark side.
I mean, he even cut a little slit for the pee hole there. He had an eye for detail, Billy.
He had an eye for detail.
He did, an eye. But that's funny. He's gonna get that.
The thing is,
he had an eye.
Was that his dick or was it his buddy's dick? He had to have a model.
It was probably a goat dick or something.
Maybe it was Grandma's dick. Membership of the Don't Worry Club, Racine Wagon Company. Oh, that's with the swastika. Yeah, swastika didn't always mean bad things.
Yes, used to mean good luck.
Yeah, that's called morning wood.
Yes, there you go. It's Wood Willie, Warden Wood. It needs some veins, blue veins.
I know you red as a uranium glass toy. I call it a woodpecker.
Woodpecker, that's a good one too.
So Rail Fanner, hey Jim, you should repaint it pink.
I don't think it was ever painted anything. It could have been. They wore that paint off of there.
We can't go there.
His wife's Woody Dad. Woodsy Dad. Woody Dad.
Now I have found shaped stones that show definite evidence of having been intentionally shaped that were definitely sex toys.
Exactly. I mean...
Well, I wouldn't make a joke like that.
This is going to go on for hours. Yay.
Oh, come on. Like,
that's funny,
like 2,000 years ago, the dudes are off hunting deer again. What the fuck are the boys doing? We don't know. They're just off again. They're out. So what are the girls doing? They're sitting there, shaping stones for their own entertainment.
Hey, the only way to go.
This is rated R.
It always is. Who the fuck would think they'd go out bottle digging one day, bottlehead, and find an 80-year-old wooden dick under a fucking barn?
No, one of the weirdest finds I found bottle digging
a carved dick
was the mummified mouse.
I had one of those in here.
So somebody, this bottle dig was about 1935. They captured a mouse in a mason jar and just threw it away, live.
Oh, poor little mousy.
Stone pocket badges. My first gold find was a nugget the size of a quarter. Nice.
Holy shit, that's awesome.
Yeah, your friend. No, so Bonfire says my first gold nugget, or my first gold was a nugget the size of a quarter in my friend's backyard when they were putting in the swimming pool. Your friend needs to put in more swimming pools.
Did you give Fred half of the dollars?
Yeah. Did you try to find out the owner of the nugget and give it back to them?
What's up, Kevin?
Hey, Kevin. Yeah, that's one of my pet peeves about metal detecting. She'll dig up a ring. And they're like, "But did you look for the owner?" No, I didn't.
Right.
Sorry about your luck. Hey, William. Hey, Kevin. Well, hey, Red. Wouldn't a gold nugget be nice? How did you find the Willie?
I found the.
She got drunk one night and woke up and it was in bed with her. It was a wild night at the bar.
I don't think so. I found it bottled. Was looking for bottles around this 100-year-old farmhouse area, and the place had been abandoned for 60 or 70 years or more. And I was looking for bottles. The people would throw the bottles up under the the crawl spaces and stuff. And they would actually use bottles to actually build the house. Don't ask me why. So I found bottles encased in cement. So it was under the crawl space there. It was it had been there for years and years. You could see it had been there for fucking years and years and years.
So wait a minute. What was Daddy?
This
What was
would
Daddy
really-
doing all in the crawl space all that time?
Huh?
What was Daddy doing in the crawl space all the
Well, he
time?
probably almost got caught and he threw that shit up under there. Like, you know, you like throw weed out the car window or something.
Tell you one of the coolest things I found
It's like,
was from the
Someone's
War
coming.
the War 1812 fort in Columbus. We would find square rectangular pieces of hammered native copper with holes punched in them, and these were Indian body armor.
hit the wooden willy with the black light.
Well, don't
Those
mess
been-
around with it too much. There you go.
It's been 70 years before anybody else touched it before me. I'm not worried about it.
But with this
70 years under not touched or
with this
more.
body armor, there was one particular piece
Turned the woody into
that
a
had
pipe.
a cut, a hole right through the middle of it, the perfect shape of a cavalry sword.
What'd you say?
See? She doesn't listen to me.
Oh,
Turn the woody into a pipe. Now that would be fucking hilarious.
ew.
That would be hilarious. Smoke a dick.
Pole smoker.
But no,
Pay attention.
I found Indian copper body armor
Oh.
that had been run through with a cavalry sword.
Oh,
Which means the
I found
guy
some-
who was wearing it didn't have a good day.
I found some of that body copper stuff. Remember?
All these jokes must be hard on you, Red, huh?
Oh, it's funny. I told y'all guys I was going to get it out of the storage. I've had that thing for 15 years.
All right, I'm gonna go pee, and
I
then
had
I'm gonna go pee, and then I'm gonna go get the black light so we can see what's
Who's
on
gonna
the
get the
deck.
black light shining on the wheelie? You gonna take the camera over there, maybe shine the black light on the marbles over there?
Railroad metal detecting. That is a lot of like rusty
Iron.
iron.
The iron spikes and the little.
But there are some videos that maybe you missed that weren't necessarily advertised as railroad hunting, but they were railroad hunting.
You know, there's a lot of marbles around railroads too.
One of my favorite sites to hunt in Columbus, Ohio, is an electric rail platform. And the neat part of this platform is it sits on a hill at an angle about like that. And then the platform
like-
was here. And of course the train ran over here. So anything that fell off this back of this platform went down this fucking hillside.
You wasn't going after it.
Nobody went after it. We found fuck tons of coins, train tokens, jewelry. You can't imagine. It was incredible.
I found a little like really old slide whistle. Remember
slide
that?
whistles, kids'
It was
toys.
a really old metal one.
But the only way to metal detect this was on all fours.
Yeah, because
Insert
it's
wood
like
jokes
that.
here.
It's very difficult to metal detect that area. Plus all the fucking bums that like to hang around.
So what
At
you'd
the
have to do
bottom.
is take your metal detector and shorten up the shaft as short as it would go,
Yeah.
because you couldn't swing, and crawl under these bushes on this hillside. But it was loaded with fuck tons of coins
And bum trash.
and bum trash. All right. Well, I put my phone under a train today.
Did
Wait.
you try to squish it like one of the coins? Why would we do that?
Why would we do that?
Why would we do this? There it is. Well, I put my phone under the train today. Now that would be funny. You got the Wood Willie jokes. You got
Yeah.
jokes, huh? You got Willie jokes? Bring them on. I've heard them all.
Why did you put your phone under a train? The biggest bottle dump here is now fairgrounds, glass everywhere around the lakes. Oh, yeah.
It's my newest video.
Do you still have the large cent you found in the front yard? Which large cent I found in whose front yard?
South Carolina, the front of the trailer.
Oh, God, no, I sell my own. I sell my
Well, didn't you
Americans.
find a large cent in South Carolina where you used to live in your trailer?
Yeah, I found one in the front yard. I'm a
It's-
trailer.
He sold it. He's a seller of stuff.
You,
All right.
it's
If
too
you can
easy.
get up, 'cause you're.
It's too easy to get into keeping everything, and then well, you keep the coins. Obviously, obviously you got to. Well, you know, this was a neat token, and you know that pocket knife that was really cool. I mean, it's rusted. You can't sell it, and it's fucked. You can never repair it, but it's cool. And then there's a part of a watch, and then there's that part of a lead toy soldier, and all of a sudden you have these boxes and boxes and boxes of shit.
You be like all those fucking
So yeah,
fossils you had.
so keeping those coins is it's a gateway drug to becoming a goddamn metal detecting hoarder.
Remember all those fucking horseshoe crab particles you had for years? You hoarded that shit. You finally got rid of it at the fucking Ladson. Not Ladson, but Sevierville.
Yeah. Oh.
And he's stepping all over shit. Pussies. Let's see if I can read the comments here. So much crap. Exactly. We're trying to get rid of some of it. Yep, we're talking to me now. He's in there making golden showers. This light is really fucking bright. Oh, sit back from it. Y'all hear it? That's him pissing. Ew, I can hear him pissing. Yes, he's a very loud pisser. He said you're a very loud pisser.
What?
So he can't even, and now he's shaking his wheeler. Now he's shaking his wooden wiener.
Hey.
He's shaking his George Washington wiener.
That is nothing to shake a stick at. What?
Oh, you gonna take him with you?
Say, who was us right now? I'm gonna go.
Oh, you ain't gonna get shotted on the marbles? The black light?
Well, we're not gonna do the marbles now, are we?
I don't know, maybe.
Oh my
What do you do? You can't. You gotta. I don't think you'll be able to see him too good through that jar. What? Red got what? Red got a stick of wood. Yeah, a wooden stick. I got a wooden willy.
How much wood would a redhead wood if a redhead would it could have would have?
What? How much wood could a red wood if the red could wood?
I mean, you are a redheaded woodpecker.
Ooh, we gonna get us a black light. We'll check out the wooden willy. You can leave the door open if you want to. Oh, it's hot in here. So I'm trying to read comments here and it's scrolling on me. Yeah, guys. That's the most fucked up shit I've ever found. Just imagine who used this. Who the fuck knows, right? He's like, ew. It's 80 years old. It's fine. I promise. Jesus. Now, if he gets a fucking black light and shines that shit on her and it's infected with shit, I might be like, holy fucking shit, I'll never touch it again. Red, when's the last time you metal detected? Oh, about a week ago at a stupid tot lot. Didn't find shit. Well, that's Grandpa Joe's willy. Maybe Grandpa Joe lost his willy, and he whittled a new willy to satisfy Grandma Flo. Maybe he lost his willy during a horrible accident, and he carved one to help Grandma Flo out. It's kind of like George Washington. He had wooden teeth, so why not a wooden willy? I found a loaded revolver next yard. Holy shit. William said he found a loaded 22 revolver. Holy fuck. What the young'uns were playing. Prosthetic, the wooden willy is a prosthetic. That's what I was saying that. Maybe Grandpa lost his willy and he ordered him a new one to satisfy Grandma.
It's true.
Flo.
I mean, it is true.
Hey.
Goats do have an appetite for wieners.
Goats? The fuck you talking about? I want to see the wiener. Oh, you got to turn the lights off and flash the wiener there. You got to flash it. Put the UV light on that shit. Oh, Terry, you're behind. He's like already done pissing like 3 minutes ago. Want to watch the train run over my camera over video? We'll definitely look at that later. That's very weird. Is that a banana in your pocket or a tree branch? Red, do you ever go on night stealth hunts? Not in a while. I would like to have a metal detector that's got a that's backlit where I can see stuff.
Why?
So I can go stealth hunt like JW said.
Why would you need a backlight? The metal detector goes beep, you dig a hole. It's not complicated.
Because I like to see what the fuck I'm doing here. Grab those, babe.
Okay.
I'm
Well,
grabbing the beer.
I hear a train in the background. Was there?
I heard it.
Anyways, there might be a train video coming up.
Oh.
How about the World War II, not World War II, the Civil War spur line to the phosphate mines. Put a light on your head.
Crash, crash.
Yeah, the train lines, there are some very cool stuff there, but you have to fight through a lot of iron. Not just iron, but slag that is used in the beds of the tracks. Some of that fucks with the detectors hard. But one of our future videos coming up. We've been collecting marbles for a while. Some of these are probably going to be uranium. Oh, I got to put wood in the firebox to keep it hot. Let's see, let's turn this.
Where's the wheelie at?
Let's see here. So I want to save the marbles for like a whole separate video. This is raw Baltic amber.
Ever.
And it is
Isn't that
interesting.
cool?
So what this is, it's actually heat treated. What they do is they heat treat amber before they turn it into jewelry. Kind of dries out the air bubbles.
That's cool.
So the heat treated surface is not fluorescent. Anywhere that has been cut.
It's bright green.
Anywhere it's been cut turns bright green.
It's like it's glowing, like glow in the dark stuff.
Yeah, it is very, very bright. So how about the jar marbles? Anything in there? Look at oh.
There's one right there.
Oh my God,
there's one in there. It's like fucking glowing. If you guys can see it.
You can barely
Y'all see it?
I can't get it. Yeah.
Look how green that sucker's glowing. Awesome. So there's a cool one in there.
So there's a cool video in there. All right, time for
He's gonna do the wheelie now.
Time for the wooden willy. It's not so bad actually.
That's been out in the elements for years. So that thing's clean.
Oh.
Ew.
Let's see. Are we gonna be able to get that? Hang on. If I go this way, maybe. Where is it? All right.
There's like a spot on the top. Gross.
I can't get the camera to focus on it.
Ah. That's gross.
Yeah, there is like a white drippy spot right there on the top.
Ew. I don't think that's from the odor, but as far as something from something else, maybe from a mouse or something. But the rest of it is clean. Right there is that one spot. Ew. But that fucking marble was lit up, didn't it?
Uh-huh. Yeah, ask him how do you feed your woodpecker? What did you do, Red? So yeah, let's get the light back up a little bit.
Oh, it burns.
This is surprisingly good. It was $9, free shipping. Has an
Not from China either. America.
Has an aluminum body.
Want a link?
Rail Fanner. How can we get a link to him? Because
hey, write him his email below.
Yeah, hit me up on the email.
Email below. Leaky's below.
And I'll send you out a link, and then I'll load a link later. Yeah, your crotch was glowing. Not the first time that's happened. What do we got in here? Oh, look at my shoes.
Look at my shoes. Look at that fluorescent. That's pretty cool, isn't it?
All right.
My shoes are bright.
Maybe you can find uranium glass eye. That would. Why not?
Holy shit, that'd be the coup de grace right there.
You know, back to that. Why did we use uranium? Because there was another way to make lime green glass.
Because they thought it had health benefits. I guarantee you that. Oh, if you use this, you'll grow big and strong.
You mean if you wear the copper bracelet? You know, copper being one of the most deadly metals that you can ingest.
They made paint out of lead.
Well, you weren't like supposed to wear lead paint.
The kitties ate the lead paint chips. That's what the fuck's wrong with them.
They tasted good. The light you have, is this all as black light or UV light? I am going to find a link, but I can't do it now because we're limited on the phones.
It's a UV light.
Want to do a Google Meet. What is a Google Meet?
Is that kind of like a Zoom or something? A video-to-video conference call?
Main 27 says just the tip. Yeah.
I didn't think there'd be any bodily fluids left over after 70 years out under a barn.
They put silver in bandages now. It draws out infections. Externally, colloidal silver does have some benefits. Internally, not so much. It's the same as these guys
kind of like
recommending drinking bleach.
Mercury. Like they put mercury in the water to find gold, right?
Yeah, that's pretty deadly. What copper is seriously bad for you, and yet you have let's wear this copper jewelry for health benefits. Ever see the guy that turned blue from colloidal silver? No, but I've seen my boys that have turned blue when she's mad at me.
The blue bows. They blew up.
There's a lot of like crazy things that people wanted to put in their bodies, and it may have been in the 1930s they thought uranium had health benefits.
So, what turns blue on a chick? They don't get sex for a long time. Blue titties.
Lead can be bad. No, we know lead is bad.
Blue.
That makes you go crazy. But the thing is, the pieces I found weren't all that pure, beautiful lime green glass.
Oh, lead definitely could be bad.
There was some of those little glass beads glowed. They glowed uranium green.
Pair of earrings.
Now the earrings that we have, those are probably Czechoslovakian.
Uh-huh.
Because pretty much everything in Russia and in the Eastern Bloc is radioactive. That is Czechoslovakian glass, and it's very cool stuff. But the spittoon, the dentist chair thing, why did that glow uranium green?
That uranium in it.
Aztecs
Exactly.
used to use gold. Explosion. Yeah, well, eat gold. Gold is relatively inert. If you eat it, pretty much nothing's going to happen.
I've ate gold before.
Yeah, it's relatively inert. It's not going to form additional compounds within your body. If you eat lead is kind of bad for you. It's going to create some other. It's going to create some other compounds that are going to make you go batshit crazy. So, tell us about your lead paint eating days.
Oh no, you're the one to eat the fucking lead paint. You did it. You're like, ooh, a paint chip.
One of the problems with the heavy metals is they get into your system, into your lungs, into your blood, and the body can't. It has no method of getting rid of them. So it'll often, especially if you inhale metals, like metal dust, you will start to build tumors around those because your body doesn't know what to do with it. It can't. It has no method of getting rid of it. Want a tip today?
Have what?
Shit, I've lost the chat again.
Right there it is.
How do you give Jim a tip today? Not a wooden nickel.
Or a wooden willy.
How about a wooden PayPal tip? We could use one of those.
Oh, that's a fucking. Everybody's got to fucking know that's the epic fucking find. Is it not? A fucking fucking dildo out in the fucking barn.
There are no links. Why are there no links?
There's links. You just got to find them. You got to hit the description. Always put links. They're difficult to find. They make them difficult to find. There's a little V-shaped thing on the right side. Hit that. It'll show up.
Because
See, links are there.
What do you guys think? 1950 16 millimeter college football films. Are they worth it? It figures out to be about $8 a film.
All right.
But I would need 125 to buy the whole box. Oh, Kevin, no, don't apologize. That's not you. That is YouTube making it.
Exactly, making it difficult.
Rail Fanner, if you've sent an email in the last 5 minutes, no. They are there. They are there. They are there.
Links. He's talking about.
Links are there. Should we do a telethon to raise the money to get the films?
I don't know.
It is kind of. I was unfortunately, Scott and Jen. I sent you guys a drunk email. Apologize. Kind of obsessed over the films because they are just. We are living in a world of.
Trying to get the thing.
Right. We live in this world, this disposable world, where you can print on demand anything, including guns. Nobody wants to watch football. Nobody on this channel. You know what? How about football games where nobody kneels for the national anthem?
I'm trying to get the leaks though. They make it so difficult nowadays.
Mm-hmm. And that's the intent. I still think the games would be hilarious. I enjoyed reading it when I heard it. I heard it in your voice. Yeah, I'm sorry. I ramble when I get drunk. Have you ever noticed the ball on the trains?
The ball?
Well, thanks, Kevin. Yes, no kneeling. Probably no helmets either, which would make these games even more interesting. Like little leather caps. Don't know.
How come I can't even copy and paste on your phone?
Yeah, my phone is not really friendly.
It's not. You can't copy and paste on there?
Can I do this? All right, I'll do that. So Rail Fanner, why would I hunt rail lines?
Thanks, Kevin. Looking for marbles and stuff.
I don't want Chrome. Jesus Christ. Yeah, Google Chrome. Like, that's a good fucking idea. So goddamn frustrating. And it didn't even give me, like, the whole link.
What link are you looking for? This is more difficult than it needs to be.
It truly is. Are we here? We're here.
Are you
Get rid
there?
of that. So where's my... Now I don't have the chat.
Have you got something copied there?
Can't give it to all other people steal it. Yeah, I understand. You know what? As somebody who's been online metal detecting for over a decade, We really fucked up. Well, you have a great night too. There it is.
Did I do it?
Yeah.
Yay! I can't believe it. There it is,
We
guys.
gave away a lot of secrets that got way too many people buying metal detectors that ended up emptying out our sites before we were really ready to have our sites emptied.
Excuse me.
So yeah, we really did shoot ourselves in the foot as metal detector people online for all these years. In fact, I know some of my sites have been visited by some of my friends. Did y'all find it? Find it. We found a link.
We put the link. We just put the link in there. If y'all need it again, let me know. I'll try. It's very difficult to chat on the phone.
Oh, I don't know. I'll check on the my email account later. Right, my phone is fucking up. Oh, I use Gmail. Well, unfortunately, so do most of us.
I don't know.
It's fine. We'll
Your
catch
phone
up.
is fucked.
I have never hunted any of your sites. Of course, they're not mine. But we've given away a lot of information in a lot of areas that have not helped us in the long run by getting way too many people involved. Right? Anyone who hunts one of my sites is more than welcome to it. I don't hunt easy places. You hunted my sites. How about the bottle dump in Columbus?
Right? You kind of see the comment.
After you pull out all the thorns it took you to get there.
I don't know why it's doing that right there.
Then it's a very, very difficult place with sticks in your head. And what in the world is that? I don't want that. I don't want that. I like to hunt
the platform like that. You got to feel it all fours to get through.
Yeah, I like to hunt the places in between.
In betwixt.
Well, it's like my 3-cent silver. That was found in the 6 feet between the cemetery fence and the road. Because once upon a time, that cemetery had been Civil War era muster grounds. And it was a very odd place where you wouldn't think about going, but there was this massive old live oak tree there, so. Phones.
I don't know why it's doing that. It's just.
It's what I was telling Scott and Jen. If you're going on the road, get used to it. No, actually not small coil. That was IDX with the 9.5.
Heavy duty.
The IDX was.
I can't see the.
Very efficient.
That blinded kind of light. What's the comments? I can't see the comments.
Sidewalk tear-outs are my favorite.
Oh my fucking god. Sidewalk tear-outs are awesome. I found an old fucking padlock and silver coins. Oh my god, I love sidewalk tear-outs. It'll turn, but it won't show us the comments.
Very weird. So there's this friend of mine who I hunted with in Columbus. And we would share sites back and forth.
It's about Harv?
Not Harv.
Not Harv.
And some of my sites don't always pan out. Some of his sites don't always pan out. There were 3 in a row that he took me to. I found a seated dime in every one of them. And the last one was a sidewalk tear-out where I found a seated, a barber, and a merc. And he's like, fuck you, I'm not calling you again.
Well, that wasn't very nice.
But I also took him to the fairgrounds where I found shield nickels.
Hey guys, don't be alarmed, but I'm 12. Yikes. You're 12 years old?
But I'm 12.
Well,
that's weird.
Welcome to the channel?
No.
Ta!
Because if you're 12, I've got to like push the remove button.
Don't tell me you're 12. He's not 12. Are you 12 for reals? He's laughing. I don't know if he is or not.
He's either 12 or he's drunk. Or is he a drunk 12-year-old? Well, he's admitted me to being 12, so...
I'm going to have to take you off, bud.
Okay.
Sorry, we got to take you off.
Anyways. Why? I do not want to be involved in the corruption of a minor felony that is coming. I love that you watch the videos. Thank you. Have fun. But if you're 12...
Yeah, you can't be on there, bud.
I
our
would
videos aren't made for kiddos.
I would prefer you weren't on here.
We've got that in our videos aren't made for kiddos.
Yeah, our videos are not made for kids, especially since YouTube has...
Maybe when come back when you turn 18, we'll be here. We'll still be here probably.
Oh yeah, I'm never going anywhere.
Oh God, look at my face. I'm looking doing that.
Why?
I don't know why it's doing that. George is getting frustrated.
Oh. How much research do you do? None. How much research do I do? I used to do a lot, actually. And it turns out every time I would think I had it, I would, oh my God, well, we've got this and this and this cross right here and this road and there's a railroad. And nothing.
I hope we don't get thrown off of YouTube for that.
Well, no. He admitted he was 12, so I put him in timeout.
We might have to start hitting the thing where 18 older. We'd hate to do that too.
Are we in Denton? No, 61 miles from Denton. We're not on any of these maps.
No, we're nowhere near Denton, North Carolina.
So this is my version of research. This is
Avenza. We're only sitting. No, we're gonna be further from Denton than 61 miles.
Not really.
We've been doing some good traveling today.
So as I'm traveling along, I will load up old USGS maps and see if there's anything interesting nearby. That's about the limit of my research these days because it is so difficult to find interesting new space. I look at historicareals.com, Google Map overlays. Fine. But I know where the War of 1715 was fought, and it's not on any map. I have never been able to get there.
But
time and gas and money and kids and family and jobs and...
Okay, Nugget Noggin. I can't get to Oka. I know where the Blackbeard's treasure is, but I don't have
No, this isn't Blackbeard's treasure. This is an incredibly dense swamp where the War of 1715 would have been fought. So it's not going to be an easy hunt to begin with. So it's easy to make...
It's a swampy area like worse than other area?
In fact, it's almost identical to it. No, I don't want any of those hunt.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't have kids. I can't knowingly allow kids on my show. Because this show is not made for kids. And it's nothing to do with whether I like you or not. Nugget is the Ned Flanders of the metal detectorists. Well, golly gee.
Diddly-dooey.
Well, diddly-do, we better pray about that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm really fucking tired. So we are headed towards the beach tomorrow. I don't know if we'll do any digs tomorrow, though. We still have more gold to hunt. So anyways, $165 for the football films, plus the projector. It's $40 for the projector, $125 for the films. Are they worth it? Comments below. It's difficult for me to see past my obsession. there's something in these films that I can't get my mind around. We live in this disposable, fucked up world. And I was telling Scott and Jen, if you watch YouTube long enough, you will realize there are only a very few basic formats. Everybody shoots video the same way. We sit in front of a camera and we talk. Just like this. This is a very common format. But when you get into these old films, these things did not exist. They have different ways of doing things, which may be interesting. Now I've lost everything. Internet. Where am I? Am I... Shit, I'm still not there. What? There's several in there. There's one right there. Look at that motherfucker.
Okay.
Yeah. She's playing with her marbles. Well, kids, I think I'm going to cut it short tonight. We've had a lot of fun with you guys. And more stuff to come. But we got to figure out the football films. We got to figure out what the fuck are we doing with Adventures with Jim. It can't ever succeed. It will not be allowed to succeed. Even if I stop swearing. And fuck that.
You're still banned from monetization.
Being banned from monetization means I also can't do merch shelf. I can't do merch in the description. I can't do super chat because I can't have ads. So I can't have super chat because advertisers have nothing to do with super chat. Yeah, YouTube. So y'all have a good night. It is what, Sunday night? Hope you all get your money. It's football, so nothing real interesting. Think of the beer, the other finds we can get with 150 clams.
That's what I say, but
do it as red, but have the same PayPal. Okay, well, I can't use my PayPal because it would get traced back to me and then banned off of monetization again. So it cannot be financially linked to me.
I found a 54 Rosie, 24 Merc.
Oh, the 93 bar was real nice. 93 Barber? 1892 is first year. Okay. She needs a different one. Yeah, we have a different one. That's the one that we use for the donations right now.
Yeah, we use his YouTube channel, but we use my PayPal.
It's Google, folks. It makes no goddamn sense.
I hear a puppy out there barking.
Yeah, that's me a little concerned. There were some people when I went out there before. Anyways.
You might want to lock your door tonight.
We're going to get some sleep. We're going to work our way towards the beach tomorrow. It might be Tuesday before we actually get out to go hunt.
When's our next live show so everybody will know?
January 6th. So that...
January 6th? What day is that?
This is the day after January 5th. Hi guys. Hey Ed. Ed got the bracelet. Yeah, I'm a little concerned because I can hear doggy barking.
There's a lot of homeless.
Oh my God, there's homeless out here.
You like it? You like that bracelet? Ed brought the flat sterling bracelet with the gold plate on top. Some of the gold plating that we got.
Oh yeah, because it had like the crosses.
Yeah.
Not crosses, but it had like knots.
X's. It had
the X's in the top knot was.
How you like it, Ed? It's pretty cool, huh?
But why did it take this long to get there?
Oh, it's been there. He's mentioned it before.
Oh, okay.
Well, that and the post office way behind because of the corona.
Well, Ed, since you just joined us, I'll ask you too. I saw a box of 18 16 millimeter films from the 1950s of old football games. Worth it or not? $125, 18 films. Just came yesterday. See, just came yesterday. Worth it or not? 18 films from the 1950s football games.
Got that a while back.
You know, and I could be Bob Euchre.
Who in the fuck is Bob Euchre? Jesus fucking Christ. He said it's Bob Euchre, dude. Is this a football legend of some sort?
No.
Who the fuck is it then?
Who is Bob Euchre? No, they're not hard to move. They're not for resale. They are for content to do play-by-play. Do my Bob Euchre play-by-play on them.
Oh God.
Football's a big deal, and wouldn't it be nice to watch games?
Not lately.
Wouldn't it be nice to watch games where they don't kneel for the national anthem?
Football has really went downhill the last couple of years with
Football,
kneeling and the.
Football has taken some losses, but it's
I don't watch football anymore.
The NBA has taken an absolute beating.
I don't ever watch that shit anymore.
Their ratings are down 30 to 40% because they keep painting Black Lives Matter on the court, and nobody gives a flying fuck. You bounce a ball and put it through a hoop.
And they pay you millions for this shit.
Really don't care about your political beliefs. It's just not a thing. Can you bounce a ball? That's all I really care about. And apparently 30% of people go, not so interested in being lectured by a guy who bounces a ball for a living.
Right? And throws it to a fucking net. Throws it to the basket.
Yeah, those are programs. They're college games, which would make it more interesting because they would be a little rougher. Not Little League, right? No, they're college games.
They're Jake breaking out here in the fucking parking lot.
I know, right?
Idiots.
So it's a tough choice. 125. It's 18 films, so they're less than $10 a film. It's like about $8 a film. So that's not a bad price per film.
Yeah, there's several other cars out there now.
But would they be good content? I don't know.
Yes, get them.
I think there is a need right now for real fucking content. Not shit that is bathed in political bullshit, right, left, Black Lives Matter, and we have to respect each other's feelings. How about a football game where they just beat the shit out of each other in leather helmets?
Leather helmets, not fucking what they got today.
Offer the lady 75. I may go back and make a counter. I like the offer. I like doing that because another booth has a projector. I've been dying for a 16mm projector, and that's $40. That's no big deal. It's these films that are the question, and I think I should put up an offer of 75 on them. I like that.
You could probably offer what cheaper than that. There's no telling how long those things sit there.
If they're at 125, they're not going much below 75.
I suppose.
Or what I would actually prefer to do is just make an offer to buy like 5 of them.
Well, how do you know which ones are the good ones?
It doesn't matter.
Oh.
They're all games I have from teams I've never heard of that no one knows.
How do you know? How do you know that's not high school football?
Oh, this isn't high school though.
Well, if it's college, you probably heard of it. It might be the local Clemson or Alabama down the southern way here, or what other?
Now, if it's high school football, it would be even funnier.
It would be.
You know, lots of guys running the wrong way into their own end zone, shit like that.
Right.
I don't know. They're on the edge. Nothing mass produced. So I skip over the Popeye cartoons, Abbott and Costello. I've seen some of those. See if you can buy one and check it out, and then you can decide. Interesting.
We gotta have a projector to check it out.
Interesting. Well, like I said, the projector's 40. I mean, that's not terribly far out there. It's just when you're thinking about dropping 125 on film, that's a lot.
It is, especially when you got so much shit you're trying to downsize and not accumulate.
I'll downsize some shit to make room for it.
Oh,
Film is my new obsession. Like I said, I have the 28 8mm reels,
that we can't see.
and I have the 3 16mm reels.
We can see them, but we just got to sit there and hand reel the back, and that's not plausible.
I have an 8mm projector, but there is something
Oh,
wrong
with the
with
back
the feed
reel.
where this reel is moving faster than this reel, so it jams up and gets super tight and eventually breaks the film.
Yeah, we can't have that.
So there's something not right going on with the feed reel.
Does anybody know anything about projectors or anything like that?
Yeah, this isn't 1950.
Like, people don't work on that shit nowadays.
No.
Rosie might work on that stuff. She works on vintage electronics.
So
I've been more audio stuff.
So I'm always looking out for cans of film, VHS, high eights, little camcorder tapes, CDRs, mixtapes on cassettes.
Oh, I'm so tired.
There are some cassettes that are long gone. If you made it this far in the show, you deserve it. When I was, oh my God.
Is this the Fast and the Furry?
8 years old?
Never mind, that's definitely not the Fast and the Furry.
Me and
Well, your buddy Rose?
John J.
John
J. Smith. We did a radio show on these cassette tapes. These two little 8-year-olds pretending to make this radio show on cassette tapes. Had like one of them realistic tape players where you got to push both buttons down at the same time.
Right.
Obviously, we have to check the film if it's quality or not.
I like the films with the little stray hair at the bottom going. It's cool like that. See it? That's a hair at the bottom of the old film. It's always going.
Now, Ed, there's one piece I just got that, like I said, it's a loaner to do some research to find out if it's real or not, or if it's worth anything or not. I have an undeveloped canister of 16mm. We don't know what's on it. We don't know if it's been exposed. We don't know if there's actual footage on it. Can of 16mm from 1950 that's never been developed
Be developed?
be saved. Is there anything on that canister? We don't know. No one has seen it. I don't even know who to fucking call.
Ghostbusters.
Red is awesome. So what am I? Chopped liver?
You're awesome number 2.
Yeah, I'm number 2.
You're number 2. You're number 2.
Go dig or go home.
Hey, we're trying to go find decent places to dig. When we get to the beach, we'll be more likely doing a beach video.
Go dig or go home. Were you around in the days when I dug the courthouse backyard? I dug the backyard of the Colleton County Courthouse.
Did it run you off?
It was a Sunday.
Oh. See the hair comment. She gets it. They get it. The hair at the bottom of the field goes. And then it was. Remember there was a cartoon there was like it was either Daffy Duck or something. Like, there was a hair down there, and they plucked the hair out so it quit moving. This is about every old film had one of those stray hairs at the bottom.
What I need is a 16mm because that's where the big interesting stuff is. I have 1949 home movies in color. I have no idea what's actually on them because I don't have the projector. You can pull a reel up and go, yeah, okay, that's a 1940 car.
What?
But I need the projector. And I don't want to spend $40 on a projector that probably doesn't work.
Well, we ought to plug it up, make sure it works.
Oh, you mean plug it up, spool it up with a film and play a film to test it?
Yeah.
I'm not putting my 1949 on a film on a projector I know don't work. Or I don't know if it works.
Are you talking about the 8mm or the 16?
The 16.
Take a film for the football series from the other booth and put it on there.
I think there are enough sports nuts out there that would make.
Seriously, do that.
The question is, what are the films? Are they whole games, or are they training films? As in, oh, we're going up against Clemson this week. Here's some clips of their games so that we know their moves. Right? Which is it? We don't know.
Hello.
Hey, Joe.
Hey, Joe, what do you do?
Hey, Joe. Yeah, he's never heard that before. See if I can find you one. Right, so I would love a manual on how to fix them.
Hey, Joe, where you going?
Because I find these projectors all the time. If I knew how
Every
to fix
projector
them.
we find doesn't work, though. It's fucked up. What is the weirdness about that, right?
Because they're old.
But you don't think there's like an old shit that actually works that's out there? Every one we find is doesn't work. It's broke.
If you're talking about
Weird.
solid state radios, if you're looking at old, vintage 1970s radios, which are awesome, a solid state very, very infrequently breaks down, and if it does, it's relatively easy to fix.
What about that awesome radio we saw in the shop? What was that? Was that solid state?
No.
The Bakelite.
That was Bakelite. No,
That was
was
an
tubes.
awesome fucking radio.
But when it comes to these projectors, what's breaking down for the most part are the rubber and plastic pieces. The rubber belts, that last one we saw, the one at your friend's house, the plastic spool on the take-up reel had broken out of its holder. You can't fix that. You can't solder in a new capacitor and fix that. You have to have the exact belt to fix. You have to have that exact plastic piece to fix that.
I remember I used to have a record player and the belt went off in it. I put a fucking rubber band on that shit and it worked awesome. Because I didn't have a belt for it. A record player. I put a rubber band, I rigged it, put a rubber band on there, it worked perfect. I did that shit. Take it apart and fix that shit. What? He doesn't appreciate my my handiness. What?
when I was
oh, it brought back a memory for you, huh?
Yeah, when I was playing on stage, there was one of the wires from the pickup to the actual switch had broke. And the only thing I had to fix it at the time,
a rubber band.
A paper clip.
Oh, really?
So I would play shows, and my guitar's electronics are literally held together with a paper clip.
Why didn't you just fix that shit with some goddamn electric tape?
I was
in time. I'm too drunk all the.
No, I was in a hurry because I was on, band practice and just the next thing to do. I didn't have time to go out and fuck it, just. All right, let's give me this paper clip. I just crammed the wires back in this paper clip, screwed the thing back together, and hit the road.
Ay.
Great selfie.
I can't see the comments. We can't see them.
We were trying to get out of here.
I know you were.
Super tired.
Right.
So.
Got linkies below.
We have linkies below. Hit the comments. I'm still on the fence on these football films. I think they could be awesome. They could also suck. There could be a lot of money down the drain for nothing. But there's 18 of them. Hey, April. April's finally here. She probably just woke up from her last hangover. How you doing, April? What'd you do with my light?
I don't know. It's probably over there. Got to be right here somewhere.
So April, when did you just come into the show here? Oh,
sorry.
Well, April's not talking to me now. I have to drink to be hungover. Where are y'all from?
Everywhere.
Where the fuck are we, anyways?
Somewhere in North Carolina.
So April You were there watching the New Year's Eve show. Sorry about that. Where's your toy?
Back here.
I want to show April this.
All right, California.
So this is, we were talking about our weird finds, weirdest finds ever. This is one she found. Where'd you find it?
Under a barn.
Under a barn. Bottle
With
hunting.
bottles. With 1920s bottles.
That really is.
What it is. It's whittled. It's a whittled for a purpose.
It's whittled on purpose.
It's whittled for a purpose.
Her find. I don't know if I'm getting stimulus or not.
Yes, it's wood.
Yeah. That's
It's a wooden,
exactly what you think it
wooden
is.
wiener.
It is a wooden pecker. It's a woodpecker.
It's a woodpecker.
We were talking about our weird finds, and that was one of hers. Yeah.
It's a woodcock.
So here, the question about the woodcock is, did he carve it for her? Hey, honey, would you whittle me a wiener? Or did he carve it for him?
It's a woody. Look how your jacket's radioactive.
All right. There's a reason why that is.
Reflective.
Anyways, we are on our way to the beach tomorrow. We will probably hunt on Tuesday. We are going to kind of like wander towards the beach, hit thrift stores and what the fuck ever.
Right. North Carolina Beach.
Where are we going?
Kerr Beach.
Kerr Beach. Is there anything on Kerr Beach?
I don't remember.
It's been a couple of years since I've been to the ocean.
Battleship of North is down that way.
Right. It's been a couple of years since I've been on the ocean, and I badly miss the ocean. I was stuck in Kentucky for a year.
Look.
I don't know why Gatorade glows. It's frightening.
Holy shit, Gatorade is glowing.
So there's that. There's here.
Look at my door over here.
I know it's plastic.
It's growing green.
We have the giant jar of marbles.
And there's some really, really bright green ones in there.
So we're gonna do a whole video on our marble collection because this is what me and her have found over the last few years. Well, more than that. And we just keep tossing marbles in a jar. We found a few marbles.
There's like one in the back there that's really bright.
Some of those marbles are made out of uranium glass. We're going to find out. We're going to do a whole video on the marbles. I want to do a whole video on amber because amber is awesome.
That's green.
This is real Baltic amber that I have for a project that I'm never going to get to, but it's interesting for a study. Looking for amber jewelry, whether your piece of amber is real or fake. One of the big tests is real amber really fucking glows. What else glows? Well, my shoes glow.
Your feet, because they're so radioactive. So they're fucking radioactive.
I want to do some hunt videos with the.
Look at your toenails. Seriously, they're glowing green.
Which would be the same. That is the same color that scorpions glow. So it's the same material.
I'm gonna see if my toenails do this. Yikes! All of yours do it, and just some tips of mine. The fuck? That's really fucking weird. His whole toenail glows and only tips of my glow. Look at that.
Oh yeah, I love the shop hunting. I think I really need to do more than that because there's just so much weird stuff out there.
Right?
Some of that glass glowed, but why would you use a rare material like uranium for some of those pieces which were pointless?
Health benefits.
I don't know. Put the lid to a jar. The cap, the glass stopper. Why was the glass stopper glowing?
I
Don't know. It's one of the mysteries. So April, well, at least you caught the end of the show. You caught the wooden dick. I know you're glad for that. Well, we have got to go. We've got to get an early start tomorrow. We didn't get up to like 10 today. Jesus Christ. We got to go. Yeah. April's,
Woody.
yeah, what's called morning wood.
That's a morning woody.
Yeah.
That's a carved wiener.
So we're gonna end this early tonight. It's,
It's a phallic symbol.
we got a lot to do tomorrow.
Okay.
Tuesday, I want to be on the beach.
We'll try. I don't know if we'll be able to make it, but I'm pretty sure we'll try.
So you're looking for 16 millimeter. That is the big one I want because those are where you get the color films, you get the more interesting films. 8 millimeter, I can find about every other thrift store has an 8 millimeter. I'm thinking I can at least take 5 of these and put together one that works. I have not seen a 16 millimeter in the stores. So if you can find a 16 millimeter projector, let me know. You can find 8 millimeter all the time, and I think I can splice and dice and get one that works.
I'm looking at all the shit up here with the black light.
We're going to do black light hunts. Definitely going to do some black light hunts. Right now, I got to pee. I got to get to bed because we got to hit the road. Thanks for watching, everybody.
See you later.
Hit the linkies below.
Hit the linkies below.